Well, here we go. Episode number 8, rebuilding Cumberland University, the school with the worst loss in college football history. We're looking good here in Season 3. We've won 5 in a row in the Sun Belt Conference, and we lead the standings there right now in our division to try to get to our bowl game for the second year in the conference. So you can see everybody else has a loss. We've got Buffer over Southern Mississippi. And we've got a huge matchup with Arkansas State coming up. But before that, the most arch of rivals for our Cumberland Bulldogs, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, who have fallen on hard times here. But we are not going to feel bad for them. They ran the score up on us 222-0, so we'll never feel bad for them. But we have struggled the first 2 years against them, so now it is our time. Let's see. I think, there we go. Let's give them the navy option. But I like the traditional gold helmet. Let's go with that. And for us, you know, we are breaking out the Down with John Heisman uniforms. Can't see it here in the preview, but the 222s on the side of the lids here for the blackout uniforms. Making the trip to Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium, the same field, the 222-0. It's hard to just say that score. It's so unreasonable. 111 years ago, small band of 15 Cumberland frat brothers came down to Georgia Tech, where John Heisman concocted his ultimate revenge for a 22-0 baseball loss and beat Cumberland, who didn't even have a football program, 222-0. It would help lead Georgia Tech to a national championship a year later and open up the doors for Southern schools to prove that football wasn't just a Northeastern game. And today, the Cumberland Bulldogs are back to exact revenge. And they'll get the football. Wow, we've got it at their 20 already. Did we force a turnover? We'll take it. Cumberland in their all-black uniforms only have worn them against Georgia Tech. The Yellow Jackets and the navy blue pants, the white jerseys and the gold lids. Kenny Minchie under center in the flex bone. Flanker to his left, 2 receivers to the left. Flanker is Lando in motion, option out to the left side. Minchie's got plenty of space and a good carry on first down. Gain of about 8, down to the 12. Cumberland going for a 6th straight win, their final non-conference tilt of the 2027 season. Minchie under center, flanker to his right, 1 receiver each side. They hand off to the fullback, and Treggs close to the first down. They say move the chains, he got it. First and goal here on the opening drive. Trying to take advantage of the short field, Cumberland. 9.5 yards from Pater. Moeller in motion, right to left as the tight end. Pistol formation for Minchie, up back to his left. Deep tailback is Lando, another option. Pitch to Lando, he's got space to the edge. Yellow Jackets able to cut him off inside the 5. Pitch had to go backwards. That probably keeps Lando out of the end zone, but still a 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line. Shotgun formation for Minchie. Yellow Jackets getting loud in the end zone. Minchie barks out the orders. 2 tight ends on the right side of, actually 2 tight ends on each side of the formation. Lando running back to his left. It's a quarterback keeper. Minchie just shy of the goal line. Trying to follow behind Lando. Took a shot there. A little slow to get up as he heads to the huddle. Big visit day for Georgia Tech against their rivals, looking for a big win, but Cumberland about to throw the first punch. Treggs is in. Touchdown, Cumberland. The short 20-yard drive culminates in 6. And we only get 6. And Georgia Tech drives right down the field on us. So they've got a 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. Shotgun formation, trips out to the left. Read option. Running back takes the handoff, breaks a tackle, and down near the 2-yard line. We've got an injury on the field. It was Aeneas Williams, the ball carrier. Wildcat formation for Georgia Tech. 2 receivers to the left, one of them being the quarterback. And it's a keeper, and Georgia Tech's in off to the right side. They tie it up with the extra point. The go-ahead pending. Nope, and they're driving on us. They're at the 1. Georgia Tech looking to extend their 1-point advantage. Bunch trips to the right under center. Single back, hand off, and he's in again. Back-to-back touchdown drives for Georgia Tech. And they lead 13-6. Are they asking for us to go for this? On a 4th and 3?
Number 16.
Let's try to just pin him deep. Yep, that'll work. As the punt rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line to end the opening quarter. It stayed 13-6. And they've got a 3rd and 8 here from our 45-yard line. Hurley with a shotgun, 2 receivers stacked on each side. Under pressure, the cornerback sack gets there. Jordan Pride with a big hit. And that'll bring out the punt unit. All right, we got a 3rd and 4 here at their 38-yard line. 100 seconds left here on the opening half. Cumberland trying to respond to the 13 unanswered. The throw out to the left. Receiver breaks the tackle, but short of the line to gain. And they're going to give us a chance to go for it. A bit out of field goal range, I think, even with the wind. Fourth down and 2 here for Cumberland. Trying to move the chains. Oh, and this is going to be a fumble. Lando has to dive on it. We can't advance it on a 4th down. I don't know if that's an action. Maybe it's because it's under 2 minutes. Is that the actual rule? Well, Georgia Tech may turn Cumberland's mistake into a 2-touchdown lead. Bunch out to the right, but immediate pressure in the sack. Push him back to the 16-yard line. Clock runs with 35 seconds left. Cumberland trying to hold him to a field goal attempt. Throw, and it's dropped on the in route at the 5-yard line. 3rd and goal. Empty set, trips out to the right, 5 receiver set for Hurley, takes the snap. Good pocket here. Throws over the middle, man open at the 5-yard line. It'll be a 4th and goal, tough angle here, but it will be a... Oh, now they're going to send the offense out there to go for it here on 4th and goal with 22 seconds left. The throw, and it's too high, and Cumberland catches a break. Receiver was open at the goal line, and Hurley just sailed it over his helmet. Into the second half, they're threatening to go up by 2 scores. We've kept the dam from breaking, but there's been a lot of water linking out of it here. Hurley, the 2nd and 5 snap. Read option, gives it to the running back. Good gain here, and Williams is all the way down the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, Yellow Jackets. Feeling like they could be up 3 touchdowns if they'd played this right. Hand off to Williams, and they'll go up by 2 scores. Untouched up the middle for 5 yards. All right, we got a chance to score here. Gotta have points. Go ahead and flip it. Pistol formation for Minchie, up back to his left now. Play action, nowhere to go with the football, and he's dropped for a big sack. We are playing terribly. Got the ball back again. 4th quarter, probably 2-down territory. Full house pistol formation for Minchie, 1 receiver each side. Takes the snap, throws the slant, caught, and Field moves the chains. Down to the red zone with a 2nd and 2. See if we can punch it in. Pitch out to Treggs, the fullback, with the interesting carry style here with a big back. Nearly gets the first down. Not the most graceful, but it works. 3rd and inches. 5 minutes to play, down by 14. The sweep out to the right. And Dugans is tackled. Why is everybody carrying the ball like that now? 4th down, gotta have it. And that's gonna be intercepted. Minchie trying to make a play, and this one could be brought back. The 40, the 50, and brought down right at midfield. Tongue able to save the touchdown, but Georgia Tech may have just put this one away. Yep, 2.5 minutes to go. We can still not get over the ghost of Georgia Tech. And we'll drop to 1-3 in non-conference. Completion out to the right side for 8 yards. It is 2nd down. Running up to the line quickly. Minchie tucks it, goes. He's got a ton of space to the left at midfield, at the 45, and out of bounds at about the 43. Stops the clock with 2:07 to play. 2 timeouts for Cumberland. Had that great opening drive, have had no offense to speak of since then. Throw, Dugans makes the catch, breaks a tackle, but it's going to bring up the 2-minute timeout. Gets the first down to the 33 with 1:59 to play. Georgia Tech in command, 27-6. Pitch by Minchie. Dugans brings it in. They'll run up to the line after a 5-yard gain. Minchie looks to the sideline, takes the snap, waiting. Throw out to the left side and out of the reach of Bell, and it's 3rd down. 1:41 to play. Minchie here on the 3rd and 5 for the right hash mark. Takes the snap, dumps it over the middle, and Bell has the first down. Initially it looked like he might be stopped. The second effort, tackle pushed him across the line. And it's a 1st and 10 down to the 20. Minchie quickly up to the line. Tries to roll out, and he's sacked. Second and 19. 1:20 to play. The shotgun snap. Throw, Lando over the middle. He'll at least get the sack yards back. Third and 9 with 1:05 to play. Minchie, the shotgun again. Throw on the dump off to the left, and Hatchett has the first down out of bounds. Able to get out with 58 seconds left.
He's out of bounds at the
Hatch at the right side, slot man in motion. Trips out to the left, option to the right. Pitch to Lando, has the edge, and finally Cumberland back on the board. And we'll just play it out here.
Number 25 in the end zone.
Down by 15. Let's see if we can get the two-pointer here. Just you never know, especially after our comeback against Coastal. In motion, the sweep out to the left, and Dugan's has it. So at the very least, it'll look prettier on the final scoreline for Cumberland. Got to have the football back here, and they won't get it. And that'll be ball game over. Georgia Tech will get a much-needed win. Keep their rivals at bay, 27-14, the final. Boy, we just had no offense after that first drive. Also, I called it the Great Pro Debate because that is the concession, or the contentious point, I should say, with that baseball game in 1916, is that Cumberland supposedly used a team full of semi-pro baseball players. Quite a few guys that would eventually make it to Major League Baseball. And that's why John Heisman and Georgia Tech did what they did to Cumberland with the 222-0 beatdown. Hurley played okay against us. I mean, we picked him off. That must have been right at the start of the game that set us up for that short field touchdown. Mitchie, I think most of this passing was probably us. Obviously, the interception's on me. Treggs, 17, 51. Lando, it seems like we only were getting him the ball. And maybe too many hands-offs to Treggs when the computer's running. Maybe a few too many fullback handoffs are happening. So we dropped to 6-3. The 5-game winning streak is over. But now we get back to the important parts of conference play and trying to get a Sun Belt championship so we can move on from this conference. Rashawn Gizzi, we are in a recruiting battle with our in-state rivals in Tennessee. He is our top recruit. Huge matchup with Arkansas State here. We win this one, I think we're pretty much in the conference championship game no matter what happens in the final couple of weeks. But taking a look, and we did hard sell him, yeah. On a conference legend, even though we're in one of the worst conferences. No, I think Tennessee might get us. And they've got the visit, I'm pretty sure, this week. We're in trouble there. We are in big trouble there to try to get our 4-star. Joey Mondo, our first commit so far of the season. Some of these guys could be committing, and Appalachian State has made this a competition. This is our visit week, so excuse me, week 11. So we got to have it here this week with Pettis to try to get that done. Need a big win. So that's a look at our recruits so far. Big one in Blow this week if we can get him to pull ahead of Arkansas State. We got him on a visit, so hey, he can watch his second favorite team lose. So we've taken 5 off our board. That's okay. Just spots for transfers to come in. And looking at the conference standings again. Marshall, Jacksonville State fighting for the East. Southern Miss is right there if we do slip up, so we could afford these guys losing another game. Maybe to Monroe here. They got a big matchup this week. Arkansas State so far, their only loss was to Southern Miss. So I think a win and a Monroe win. I think we've got the division locked up. We're pretty close to it. Biggest game of the season so far. We'll have Arkansas State. What's their first road option? I'll let them go with that. And we'll go with our standard home uniform here for this matchup. So here we go, under the lights. Sun Belt Conference Showdown, our opening drive at their 47-yard line. 3rd and 3. Minchie in the flex bone, one receiver each side. Flanker to his right is Lando. Lando with a handoff straight up the middle. Oh, he fumbles the football. It's loose. Still alive, and somehow Arkansas State and the Red Wolves come away with it.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
That's not an ideal start. Now Arkansas State looking to pounce. First and 10 from the Cumberland 18-yard line. Ball on the right hash mark. Collins takes the snap, hands it off, running back off the right edge. Good gain inside the 15. Called about 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and medium. Pistol formation, tailback off in motion to the right. Carpenter with the pressure, ball's loose, but the Red Wolves lineman able to get on top of it. Collins calls him to the line again. Football all the way back at the 21-yard line. Carpenter, here he comes again. Back-to-back sacks. It'll have to be a field goal attempt. Dylan Carpenter, untouched both times. With the field goals up, good. And Arkansas State takes the opening 3-point lead. 2:13 to go here in the first quarter on the Steve Nash's Cousin Radio Network. And our offense didn't diddly-poo again. They've got a 2nd and 6, final 15 seconds here in the opening quarter. Out of the shotgun, read option, and they give it up to the running back. Nothing doing. Likely the last play, though, will not get the snap off. To end the first quarter, Arkansas State leads 3-0. Cumberland trying to hold them to a field goal. The Red Wolves have controlled possession so far. That huge early turnover. Do we dare call the mid-zero blitz again? Shotgun formation, first down marker at the 11-yard line. Starting the second quarter. The throw, and it's too high. He's looking for the tight end at about the 5-yard line. They'll send out Clayton Amaya for the right hash mark. 37-yard field goal attempt to double up the advantage. And it's good right down the middle. Arkansas State, 2 drives, 2 field goals. Up, and they scored, didn't give us a chance to stop it. Third and 5 from the 41-yard line of Arkansas State. Halfway through the second quarter, Bulldogs trying to get the offense going here. Minchie under center. Flanker in motion from the left side, have to give him the pitch. Lando has to wait on that pitch, and they go all the way back for a 9-yard loss. Thankfully, we got the ball back with no harm done. Third and 10 for Cumberland. Have to get to the 41-yard line. Minchie, the shotgun snap. Throws on the dump off. Dugan spins at the 40, knocked down, well short of the first down. Yeah, give us a chance. Give us a chance to convert this on a 4th and 4. With 90 seconds left. Trying to get on the board here to end the opening half. Minchie out of the pistol. Throw, and Mueller has it up the middle. First down. And they do nothing on 1st and 2nd down with it. Thanks, guys. From the 26-yard line, 55 seconds to play. It's a 3rd and 10. Cumberland at the very least in field goal range. Minchie, the shotgun snap. Throw on the slant route. And Arkansas State will take the timeout. We'll go ahead and take the points here.
Number 95 on the field goal.
And sneak it inside the left upright. It's good for George Lincoln. All right, they're driving on us. Time to break out Old Reliable on defense. Shotgun formation for Collins. Have to get to the 41-yard line. Long time in the pocket. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. It'll be a 4th down. And we still can't do anything with the football. Arkansas State trying to pull away here in the late stages of the 3rd quarter. Handoff up the middle. Oh, my goodness. Spiller went up and over. Scary looking flip there. He heads right back to the formation. And they give him the football again. And this time he spins forward for about 8 yards, close to the first down. 3rd and 1. Both teams making adjustments. Collins pointing out to the offensive line. Running back to his left, trips out to the right side. Takes the snap. Good pocket. Was open, and it's in the end zone anyway. Caught, touchdown in Arkansas State. Big lead now on Cumberland. And the extra point will make it a 17-point game, and we go right down and score. We got a 4th and 1 here. From our own 29-yard line. Can we get the yard? And Trax has it. We gotta just keep playing this drive.
Marked down at the 35-yard line.
5 minutes to play. Cumberland down by 10.
For the offense.
Gotta keep moving the football. Lando in motion from the left side. Takes a pitch, and those option plays have done nothing. He does a good job to fight back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10. Clock running here. Bulldogs can't waste too much time. Minchie has to throw it away. Couldn't get around the edge. And it's 3rd down. From the 35-yard line, have to reach their own 45. Minchie takes the snap. Launches down the right side and out of the reach of field. Can't get to it. And it's 4th down.
Now, a 4th down.
Have to go for it here. 4:21 to play. The snap. And Tong tipped away at the 20-yard line. Now that might be the last gasp here. 3:53 to go. Got to have a stop. Got to hold them to a field goal. It's the only chance. Read option up the middle, and Spiller has 2. For some reason, Arkansas State still running the no huddle. They'll run the read option, quarterback keeper, and Collins takes a pop at the 10-yard line. And still running the no huddle, saving precious seconds for the Bulldogs. Split backs in the shotgun. Left side running back in motion out to the left. Quarterback under pressure and has to throw it away. And Cumberland keeps all 3 timeouts. Field goal attempt from the left hash mark, 26-yarder. And it's missed. No good. Stays a 10-point game. So a field goal can still help out Cumberland. With 3:18 to go, they have got to move quick. The play action dump out to the right side. Tongue with a good gain here. First down up across the 30. And the Bulldogs will run up to the line of scrimmage. Ball on the right hash mark. Tight end each side, one receiver each side. Minchie, the quick snap, drops back, dumps it over the middle. Mueller has it. Mueller has another first down. Clock running with 2:55 to go. They'll run up to the line again. Minchie looks to the sideline. Takes a snap, read option to Lando. No, he keeps it, rolls out, dumps over the line. Mueller had it and dropped it. And that might not be the worst thing there. Would have only gained a couple of yards and you would have lost time. Instead, get the clock stopped and regroup with a 2nd and 10. Ball at their own 42-yard line, 2:43 and all 3 timeouts. Minchie in the shotgun. They set up the screen. Lando gets hit. They didn't get the block out on the edge. And Lando is down after the play. Well, at least it's a free timeout for us. That's the one positive we can say from that play. 4 receivers, 2 out each side for Minchie. Dugan's the running back, the quarterback's left. Minchie takes the snap, rolls out left, throws upfield. It's caught by Hatchett at the 40-yard line and into Red Wolf territory down at the 36. They'll run up to the line again. Try to get another play off before the 2-minute warning. Minchie takes the snap, throws the curl route. Tongue makes the catch. They'll have to run up to the line again. Minchie barking out the orders. They've got 10 seconds to get the snap off. Screen play to Dugan's. Blockers on the outside, and they can't hold it. And that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Third and 9. Not sure if they're quite to field goal range with the wind behind them. I gotta get the. It's not letting me pause, so we just have to deal with that on our screen. That's very cool. Very neat, very neat, very neat, very cool. Very cool. Love when that happens. And now he's in, completely hurt. Terrific, terrific, terrific. Still have all 3 timeouts, so it's not over here, but probably gonna have the first down. Can we get a penalty? Nope, it's an arm punt. And not a very good arm punt as they bring it back all the way to the 30, right where we took the snap. Minute 25 to go, and Arkansas State looks like they'll take command of the Sun Belt Division. Hand off to the outside edge, and that'll do it. That's going to be all she wrote. And we can go ahead and get out of here. I guess they want us to try to make the stop. Okay.
Base 27 jump. Base set up.
Well, they're going to get the first down anyway, and that's ball game over. Alrighty. Well, back-to-back losses to start the episode. Not exactly what we were hoping for. Well, now we got to win our final 2 games and get help to get into the Sun Belt Championship. And that may hurt us on a couple of recruits as well. So that's disappointing. Did we get any commits here? Yes, we got a commit. Dante Muhammad, one of our quarterbacks, the pure runner from Ardmore, Oklahoma. Becomes our second commit here for the class of 2028. And we go to 0-10 Troy. I'm going to trust the simulation on this one. We got 25 points to spend. And unfortunately, Rashawn Gizzy, all the effort we put in, I think it's going to come up short. Let's switch it to sending the house. But I think that may be all she wrote on that one. Let's go ahead and get Okine locked up before the end of the season. Lay, for some reason, has still never gotten back on playing style with us. Pettis, we've got a small lead. And hopefully we can hold on there. And pretty much everybody else. Oh, no. And then Cornell Downs. Because of our, oh, man. The visit didn't go how it was supposed to. Yeah, we did not get a lot of points on that one. That loss really hurts us in a couple of big spots. And Miami, Ohio, it was not Arkansas State going for a Frederick blow like I thought there at the pregame. But oh, and then Middle Tennessee State has jumped ahead of us on that one. We just don't have anything good to ask him to visit on. We were looking so good, and now I'm not so confident in the recruiting class here before we get to the off season. Let's go ahead, sim ahead. And we do get Delonte Pettis. Do like that commit. But yep, Downs and Gizzy will not be coming to Cumberland. Major disappointment there, and we lost to Troy. Unbelievable. That's great. We give an 0-10 team their first win of the season. We finished 2026 so strong. 105 yards. Oh, no. Did Minchie get hurt? Well, Dugan's had a big game at least, but he also fumbled. That's disappointing. So we will stay in the Sun Belt for another season. Let's go to the injury report. Nope, just still Javon Moore. The only one that's still injured, so maybe it was one game. I didn't look after the... But he was still playing at the end of the Arkansas State game. So that he must have gotten knocked out right away. Should have a good amount of recruiting points at the very least now. We tried, Rashawn. Maybe one day you'll transfer to us. Okay, and let's give him... Let's just get our top guys on the board. taken care of. Saban. Let's get Andy Potts. And Morrow. Let's throw him the final 25 points. And then the other guys, I think we're okay. We can kind of just leave them where they're at. Unfortunate. Liked Cornell Downs, but will not keep him close to us. Frederick Blow, so close. Hopefully commits this week. And hey, we jump back ahead, so apparently Middle Tennessee didn't have a good week visit. Sometimes it goes your way, right, with that. It didn't go our way with our Arkansas State visits, but sometimes you get one back, and Frank Whitaker maybe one we steal back. That big 6'5", 300-pounder is a freshman. Yes, we would like to get him in and develop him. Can we finish on a high note here with a win, please, on senior day? Hope this doesn't keep us out of a bowl. And it is officially a recruiting battle. And hey, we do get the win on senior day. So 7-5, we guarantee we will finish with a winning record for the first time. Able to put it away with a late touchdown. And Stamer came in again, but Minchie still played most of the game. Dugans with another big game. The freshman continues to just get better and better. Minchie was decent running. Where are our 2 touchdowns? Oh, Tung with a big receiving game. Prince Tung continues to impress as a freshman as well. So hopefully all these guys stay and they see the vision now. Let's take a look at the board one more time. Tweedley, the transfer JUCO fullback, just to give us some depth. Still way far ahead. Nobody else is offered. Okine, Saban, Potts, Morrow, we're all pulling away on those ones. Don't think we need to move points around. We're still ahead, and I think we'll win that one as long as nothing crazy changes. Yeah, we can't really hard sell them. Oh, we're so close on this one. Can we get Frank Whitaker before the offseason? Would like to free up those points. Agadasi staying just ahead. Let's move some of those points then. Miami, Ohio is jumping into that one with Duquette. Redfield's so far ahead now. Again, want this 6-foot, 227-pound bowling ball contact seeker that we can bring in and develop as a running back, but then again, maybe throw him in as a fullback at times. So let's give him the full points and separate there from Appalachian State and see where we're going bowling here in season number 3. We do get Frank Whitaker staying home from Hendersonville, Tennessee. And we've got, I think, one more week of recruiting. We did not make the conference championship game. Very unfortunate. Marshall and Southern Mississippi, the team we beat, gets to go on and play for the conference title. Bad closeout to the season. But let's check out the recruiting. We'll have those 50 points freed up. Our third commit. Yeah, these guys are getting close. Miguel Choice, the sophomore, Just kind of a placeholder on the roster. Let's give the full 50 to Duquette. Thurber, we're good on still. Anybody else we're really worried about? Well, since we lost down on, well, we got, I think Minifield's the furthest ahead defensive tackle that we have rated. So let's just give him the 25 points. We'll have to look here at the end of the season what the roster looks like to see what we should do for transfers. Hopefully all the defensive backs we just brought in decide to stay after a winning season. We're going bowling. See if we can maybe get one more commit here before early signing day. Does that happen? And who ended up winning the conference championships? So it was Southern Mississippi that wins. Texas Tech for the Big 12. FIU wins. Cal wins the new Pac-12. Air Force the new Mountain West. UMass of all the teams from the MAC wins. Texas dominates in the SEC championship. And then Florida State, your ACC champions. UCLA, again, the Big Ten champions. They just don't lose in the postseason anymore. So we'll move on and should get us into the first week of coaching contracts. And hey, we do get Frederick Blow. And give us another one with Timmy Saban. Give us another one, Andy Potts. That's a good final day there, heading into the offseason recruiting. Julian Lewis, excuse me. 4,000 yards passing, 44 touchdowns, Heisman winner. And we're going to get Florida International in the New Orleans Bowl for our first bowl win attempt. Oh, they're 10-3, man. They had a good season. But they're 52 overall. Let's just see the job offers. We're not taking anything. Oh, my alma mater, the Indiana Hoosiers, want me. No head coaching offers. Wow, okay. I'm disrespected. Lead a program from nothing. Make sure our staff's all good. That, yeah, 2 years on the contract for both of them. They're not leaving. Getting our coach stability up, hopefully. Let's see. So we got Tulane and Arizona State for sure in the playoffs. Miami and TCU. North Carolina and Florida State. A lot of ACC representation. And, oh yeah, early National Signing Day. That's what I was wanting to look at. So pretty good for us. Let's see where they've got us in the Sun Belt. 3rd in the conference and 72nd overall with 7 regular season commits. And I'll take that, as a few of these guys will be able to lock up pretty quickly, I think, with week 1 visits. But we got Saban, JUCO sophomore transfer, so he should be able to come in and train right away and get a little bit of a boost. Be a backup guy for us. Andy Potts will come in, a big 6'6", 238-pounder. Going to have to put on some weight, son. Morrow, we're close. And our first, Joey Mondo. The edge rusher, Also a guy that's going to have to put on some weight. Dante Muhammad, pure running quarterback. About 79 speed, so hopefully we can get enough points to develop that for him. Delonte Pettis, big 6'2 wide receiver to bring in. And then we get left tackle Frederick Blow, 6'5", 288. Another tackle in Whitaker, Frank Whitaker, 6'5", 296 as a freshman. And Agadasi, we're holding on here. That big running back that we want. Coral locked us out. That's okay. Although he had a lot more size. Maybe should have looked at him a little bit more. I think we may open up a couple of these spots. Brandon Ivy, I don't know if we need to fully pursue that. Kevin Lay, I mean, this deal breaker. It's not changing, so we'll just take him off the board, open up a spot for a transfer. But our first bowl game going down to New Orleans. We'll just play the moments here and get into the offseason. We'll have them go with the all-white Vice. Since we're going to New Orleans, let's get spicy with the colors here. With the hand-me-down uniforms. Do we want to change? Does the home helmet, how does that look with it? That one doesn't really work. Let's just go with the all maroons, huh? The New Orleans Bowl. FIU after a 10-3 season, taking on Cumberland. The Bulldogs in their first bowl game after their first winning record, 7-5. But looking to close the season on a high note after a disappointing final few weeks of the season. FIU out in the shotgun. Left hash mark for the 45. Have to get 10 to move the chains. High pass, incomplete. And they won't do it. We get our first drive with the football starting at our own 12-yard line. Kenny Minchie under center. Starts in the flex bone. Lando in motion to the right. Takes the handoff up the middle and maybe gets a yard. Second and 9. Bulldogs heading right to left here on your radio dial on the Steve Nash's Cousin Radio Network. They stick with the flex bone, one receiver each side, close up to the tackles. Option out to the left side. Minchie gives the pitch to Lando. He's got space up the left side, across the 30 and pushed out near the 40. Nearly 30 yards on the run, and Cumberland with the first big play of the afternoon. They'll stick with the flex bone. Hand off to Treggs. Nice cut up the middle. Looked like a triple option. Gains 5. And FIU lineman is down. Minchie keeps it under center. Dugan's in motion before the snap, takes the pitch, gets the edge across midfield into FIU territory. Cut back at the 30, huge gain. He also has nearly 30 on his first touch. Cumberland moving right down the field. Play action. Throw. Bowler makes the catch inside the 20. Out beyond the right numbers. Call it a 2nd and 1 from the 17-yard line, right hash mark. Bulldogs pack it in. Flanker each side, tight end each side of the line. Handoff. Treggs has the first down. Moves the pile down to the 15. First and 10 from the FIU 15. Ball just inside the right hash mark. Lando in motion, right side flanker, takes the pitch, has to make a cut in the backfield. Broke some ankles there. All that effort only gains 2 yards. It'll be a 2nd and 8 halfway through the opening quarter. Good sustained drive here for Cumberland on their opening possession. They fake the pitch to Lando, roll out to the right. Minchie will just keep it, and close to the first down. Reaches, and they'll say he's just short at the 6-yard line. Could be 2-down territory here for Cumberland if they can't get it. One receiver each side in the flex bone, hand off to Treggs, and Treggs, I think he pushed across. He did. They give him the 4-yard line. And it's 1st and goal, Cumberland Bulldogs. Lando in motion. Lines up off center right as the deep tailback. It's a pitch to Treggs out to the left side, and the freshman fullback is there. Touchdown, Cumberland. We thankfully did get the extra point there. FIU has moved into our territory. They face a 3rd down from the 24-yard line. Minute 44 to go here in the opening quarter. First down marker is at the 11 and a half out of the shotgun. The pressure and the sack. Carpenter was there first, and Junior Shapiro the one that gets home. And it'll be a long field goal attempt. FIU able to hit it. We've got a 3rd and 5 at their 33-yard line. Clock running, 6.5 minutes to go here in the opening half. Minchie in the pistol, takes the snap. Throw, Moeller, catch, oh, he had it, and he dropped it. And they're gonna give us a chance to go for it.
Offense facing 4th down.
Fourth down and 5. First down marker at the 28.5-yard line. The snap. The dump off to the running back. It's caught. Hatchett has the first down. The 20, the 10, the 5. Cuts back and dropped at the 2-yard line.
On the play. Now with a red zone.
Cumberland looking for another touchdown to go up by 2 scores. Minchie, empty set, tight end to the left, trips out to the right side, takes the snap. Quarterback keeper, he's in. Touchdown. Bulldogs lead by 10. Oh, we take the ball right back into the red zone. How about that? Ball on the left hash mark at the FIU 19-yard line. Panthers gotta have a stop here. Slot man in motion, it's Dugans. Joins in the backfield to make it split backs. Read option, quarterback keeper. Dugans, spin move to get around the defender. Good gain there. Something into nothing, or yeah, something out of nothing. Ugh, I'm struggling to talk here today. This is why we're doing this in my off season, to get the stammers and bumbles out. Hatchett in motion, right side. Slot man takes the pop pass. And he gains a couple up the middle. Cumberland looking to take a commanding lead. Up 14-3 here, closing in on the 2-minute timeout. From the 11-yard line, the snap, option, Minchie has to pitch it. Lando's got the first down, breaks a tackle inside the 5 and dropped at the 4. He's having a heck of a game running the football up near 60 yards on just 7 touches. It is 1st and goal. Quarterback keeper pitch, and it's Cummings, the freshman, scores here in the bowl game. Stephen Cummings with a touchdown, and we get the football back. Trying to blow out FIU here in New Orleans, get our first bowl win. Minchie takes the snap. Nobody open, but he takes it up right the middle. Slides down with 51 seconds left. On the midfield bowl logo, the snap. They set up a screen for Dugans, and he gains a couple. And Sam Mattingly is down trying to make the play, and that'll be a free timeout for Cumberland. So that helps out. They preserve all 3 timeouts. 2nd and 8. Ball at the 47-yard line of FIU. Trips out to the left. Minchie throws the quick slant. Lando with a catch. He's got the first down to the 30, and another FIU player is down at the point of contact. And it's another free timeout for Cumberland. Minchie in the shotgun. Trips out to the left from the 30-yard line. The snap. Has to pitch it. And Dugan's nothing doing, and it's Beal this time. The Bulldogs suffer an injury. Everybody going down here in the last game of the season. It was Cam Goodwin the play before that. Minchie in the shotgun, 2 receivers each side, takes the snap. Waiting for somebody to get open, under pressure, and he's dropped. Huge loss. Cumberland pushed to the edge of field goal range. Need yards to give George Lincoln a good shot here in the closing seconds. The snap. And Minchie will do just that. He spins, he tries to keep his feet, refused to slide. And now I think Cumberland will be content to run this all the way down to the closing seconds. Burn a timeout. And what a first half of football here for Cumberland. Have a chance to take a 25-3 lead into the locker room. Straight on, 42 yards should be no issue for George Lincoln. Kick is up, and no problem. True blue down the middle. And that's how the first half will end. And we get the football to start the second half. 3rd and 1. From the 45-yard line of FIU, they have packed it in. Minchie barks out the orders at the line. Takes the snap. And Minchie just keeps it himself out to the right side. He's to the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Cumberland! The option to perfection. And Cumberland jumping all over FIU. It's 31-3 here early in the second half. 50 yards on the 3rd and inches. Minchie got around the edge, and the sprint from there. And the blue and gold that have made the trip from Lebanon, Tennessee, celebrating right now. A 3rd down at the 42-yard line. Minchie will switch Dugans to the left side in the backfield. Opening minute of the 4th quarter, it's 32-6 Cumberland. Option out to the left, pitch to Dugans. He's got to work here, he reaches, he got it. Couple of minutes gone, under 6 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter, and Cumberland looking for the knockout punch Tongue in motion for the left side. Pop pass here on 3rd and 2. It opens up. Free run. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Coach Pop Warner is going to add a bowl trophy to the case back home. The New Orleans Bowl Championship. It is coming back to Lebanon, Tennessee. On set. 40-6. Now that's how you end a season. Win on senior day by a couple of scores. The hit, the ball up in the air, and it is 4th down. Turnover on downs. And we can go ahead and start chewing the clock now and get out of here with our trophy. 2nd and 9 for the 19-yard line. Mitchie hands it off to Treggs. Treggs gains about 6. Why don't we go ahead too and go ahead and mass sub. I think we should be okay. Guys that didn't play anyway. One more game shouldn't hurt to ruin their scholarships or their redshirt seasons, I should say. So now Stamer is in. Here on 3rd down, Dugans, the flanker to his right. Option out to the left side. Pitch to Dugans, turns the corner, touchdown. Oh, Bulldogs running game this afternoon. They have dominated, and they will take the bowl win. Wow, we're back in the red zone again. Well, they probably just turned it over 4 and out. We can probably just jump ahead to the end of the game here, but see if we can score one more time with the backup. 2nd and 3. Stamer under center. Hands it off to Cooper. The backup fullback has a 1st down. Takes us down to the 2-minute timeout. Cumberland does not have to snap the football. They will finish 8-5 on the season. A little bit disappointed after the 5-game winning streak that got them to 6-2, how they closed out the season. Going just 1-3 in the final 4. But this will help take the sting away here as they head into the offseason. Get ready for 2028. Just a couple more snaps. Stamer under center again. He'll let that play clock go all the way down. Man in motion. It is Dugans before the snap. He takes the pitch, stays in bounds, gains a yard. Should be the final snap of the ball game unless Cumberland scores. Empty set for Stamer. Takes the snap, and he'll be brought down. And that will be the end of it. They'll come out in the QB kneel formation, but Stamer does not have to snap the football. 47-6 will be your final. And Cumberland University wins the New Orleans Bowl. Absolutely dominating fashion. And they'll finish season number 3 as a Division I program on a high note. They'll celebrate like it's Mardi Gras in Lebanon, Tennessee tonight. The Cumberland Bulldogs have won a bowl game. 47-6 over FIU. Let's check out the final stats here. Said we had over 300 yards running. Did not have to throw the football a whole lot. 6 for 8, 79 yards, and a touchdown for Minchie. Treggs, 15 carries, 82 yards, a touchdown. Dugan's 11 for 74. Minchie, the huge run there for that big option touchdown. He had 2 touchdowns on the ground. And then Stephen Cummings gets us to 5 as a team. Shapiro, the freshman, with a big game. Carpenter had a decent game in his final foray with us. And now we are on to the off season. But that's a trophy I don't think I've won. Gets us a level, gets us some extra points for Coach Pop Warner heading into the off season. And we have won the New Orleans Bowl. So an 8-5 record. We had the Rate Guy Award, of course, last season, or our first season, because our punter punted it so much. Yeah, Matthew York punted for like over 3,000 yards. Just insane. But we get the win there. And now we'll just make sure nobody tries to steal our staff members. I don't think that'll happen. We can also look at the coaches tree. Let's see, any more offers? Any head coaching offers after that big win? Hey, could go to Tulane as the defensive coordinator. Nevada or Buffalo would say they take us. Yeah, both of our coaches, Waller and Dustin, not going anywhere. And let's go ahead and look at our skills here. How many points do we need to unlock recruiter? We got to have 30 points. Do we have all the training bonuses? I'd like to have them for everybody, right? Even the kickers and the punters, they're football players too. So we just need one more advancement during the recruiting season, and we should get that, so then we can purchase that final off-season training boost. Let's take a look at, we got Georgia, Ohio State, Florida State, Texas Tech. Tulane moves on to take on Texas. And I'm guessing North Carolina moved on. But we move on to week 3 of bowl season. And our staff stayed the same. Let's see, it's Texas, Georgia, and Texas Tech, Miami. So apparently North Carolina did not win. Miami, man, they are the team of our dynasty. Oh, 52-17 for Georgia over Ohio State. That didn't look great. And who's it going to be? Texas Tech and Texas. Texas Tech just gets by Miami. And let's see who is our 2027 national champions. Looking ahead into the future. So we get our end of season points. And it is Texas with a dominant win. The Longhorns go a perfect 16-0 with Lane Kiffin. Lane did it again. He left LSU. Who could see that coming? So we've had Miami, Tennessee, Texas, and it's been a top 2 seed. Texas Tech, close, no cigar twice. And trying to win a national championship. So the Heisman Trophy winner, Julian Lewis, adds another 1,000 yards passing and another 13 touchdowns in the playoffs for Texas to be the national champs. Let's take a look at our final season stats. And Minchie here in his final season. Over 1,100 yards passing, same touchdowns as interceptions. Rushing, Dugans ends up leading the way with 651 yards. Treggs, really solid. And the fact that that's 2 freshmen leading us. A lot of promise. Lando, we get one more year with him. Hatchett, a freshman, over 100 yards. Didn't really use him a lot in the back half of the season. And Stamer showed he can run the football a little bit too. So at least we've got him as a quarterback coming back. But we may need to go get a big-name quarterback here in the transfer. Prince Tongue, again, love to see the freshman up there at the top. Dugan's good receiver as well. Hatchett, good receiver for us. And then we got Veal. So a lot of freshmen contributing here in this season. Our lead tackler, Strickland, so hopefully we keep him around. Exodus Ayer, second year with us. Jaja Boyd, big bring in for us. And Carpenter in his 1 season of service, 15 tackles for loss, 7 sacks for him. Shapiro, 6 sacks as a freshman. And then Kamari Moore moved him to interior line a little bit more in some formations and still had 34 tackles, 6 sacks for him as well. Really happy we brought him in as a defensive lineman. So, again, it's just a matter of keeping these guys around and hopefully they're not leaving, starting to respect Coach Pop Warner and what we're building here at Cumberland. Let's move on, and I think it's players leaving first. So let's see how this goes as Morrow has officially reached his top 3 schools. And it is indeed players leaving. So DeAndre Carter once again is like, hey, I'm out of here. Makai Stewart wants to leave. Shapiro wants to leave. No! We do not want to lose Junior Shapiro if we can help it. George Lincoln wants to leave for playing time. He was still our main kicker. Some of these guys... Flaherty wants to leave because of playing time. Braverman wants to go. Some of these guys we're going to just have to let walk. Oh, we do have 5 persuasions now. So that's very nice. We got to try to use one on Shapiro. It says extremely low, but... Playing style, too, of all things. How? I don't get it. Okay. Can we get Stewart to stay? Hey, okay, all right. We got Makai Stewart for another year. Got to start getting some guys drafted. I do not want to lose Rugamba either. Playing time, I know, okay. He's going to stick it out. Give us an offseason, man. You're an impact player. Let's try. Varner can leave. I don't care. Flaherty can leave. That's fine. We got better quarterbacks coming in. That'll replace him, so I'm okay with that. We got 2 more to use. Greenwood's been good for us, but I think we're bringing in enough that he'd just fall down the depth chart. He has already kind of fallen down anyway. Spanaway, I like him as a extra lineman. Let's kind of look. Let's see where he's at in terms of ratings. Can we upgrade him a lot more? No. Power can go way up. He is a depth guy. Do we try to keep Carter for 1 more year? I think we have to try. Nope. Okay, we got 1 more to use. George, that's disappointing. You've been a decent kicker for us, although he has missed some extra points. Either that or we've just been going for 2. Trayon Bell wants to leave because of playing style. And he's Extremely low persuasion chance. I'd say skates. Let's try to keep skates. Big 300-pounder. Alrighty, we got him. So at least we got a few guys to stay. Stewart, the big one there. Do we get anybody drafted? Give my man Kenny Minchie a chance at the next level. Redfield and O'Kine, we have advanced with those guys. And Stewart's still upset about pro potential, but what are you going to do? And nobody goes for us. Can you just look by the NCAA on this? Does it let you? No. Alabama. Just to take a look, and then let's go back to us and just make sure it wasn't doing the weird thing with the menu. But, yeah, probably not surprising. We had nobody go. So let's take a look at our team now, what we got. And it's not going to pull the seniors out yet, is it? So, Minchie's gone. We probably got to get a quarterback. Receivers, at least they're all young guys. But let's see what we got. Guys towards the bottom of the board. Do we really need him, or do we just say, hey, UTEP, you can have him? I think that's what we do. Uzoma, well, now that we lost a kicker, and honestly, Ivy, meh. Ooh, we can get him right away on a playing time, so let's get Agadasi a visit and try to get that commitment taken care of. We've got 11 portal spots as of right now that we can try to bring guys in. What does it say? We're needing offensive line again and safeties again. Anybody right away want to come to us? A couple of defensive backs. Charles Lester, I think that means if they're juniors, we only get 1 year with them. We could always convert another safety, so Durante Spear from East Carolina after they whooped up on us. Why don't we take a flyer on him? Tracy from Vanderbilt, just a 2-star. Oh, John Small, if he was at Georgia, gotta be pretty good, right? Transferring in after freshman year. I'll take a chance on that. And then Zimmons an edge. Khalil Conley, really good player, wants to head our way. Let's see who's the top-ranked player that wants to possibly come to us. And we do happen to need outside linebackers. Cam Pruitt from Miami, we could maybe, and he's not looking at great schools either. And then Aiden Gray's the best quarterback looking at us, but I think we're okay. Max Hillman at 6'4". Can we use another wide receiver? Oh, there's a safety, yeah. Chris Wakoma, we have to see if we can get him. Charles Lester, one of the best recruits we got looking at us, so might as well. Alex Mansky, a pure runner. He didn't do so great running the football in his limited opportunities. Don't need any tight ends. Let's go look at offensive linemen. So Tracy's maybe the best one. One of the best ones we got looking at is for guards. So we're going to have to take a chance on a couple of these guys. Hopefully they're okay. Take one from our rival. I'm fine with that. Any centers? A championship contender. He's not going to like us. A couple of championship contenders. Coach Prestige. And Kumar's only a freshman, so hopefully we got some tackles that... Not a lot of great ones. And we have to look at the Coach Prestige ones. Because the other ones, I can't guarantee that we're going to be in championship contender spot yet. What else could we look at? Let's go take a look at more outside linebackers. Ooh. Dante McClellan from Delaware. Or Guthrie from Ohio State. Noah Carter from Alabama might be a good one too, but I mean Guthrie's got us in his top 3 and playing time. Yeah, I'm sure a guy that was playing at Ohio State in the playoffs probably could play for us right now. So let's go to who needs a scholarship and get all these guys offered. We might be doing a lot more final week Hail Marys. Get some of these guys. Oh, that would be a complimentary visit with Agadasi. Can do playing time there. That one would be a complimentary with a tight end. Okay. It would be for these guys. We got, I think, how many more? One more visit left. Who cost the least amount? 10 points for Lincoln. Okay, so probably shouldn't do that with the competitive. Do we have any linemen? No, but we could do Minifield and get one of our defensive tackles, and then Duquette should be a good one as well. We'll give him proximity to home. So those will be our first 4 visits. So they're saying Pruitt's our best. Tacoma, we'll throw 50 at him. Lester's at the top of the board. Really want to get John Small. So let's send the house at him. Oh, now Morrow's like, I'm not sure if I want to come play there because I think I'm going to sit for a while. Wilbur's good. A lot of these guys, we don't have to worry about points, I don't think. Sam Guthrie, or excuse me, Dallas Guthrie, a Sam linebacker. Yeah, he's the Ohio State guy. We We want him. Durante Spear. Let's get him back to the state of Georgia. So let's throw 25 at him. And then who is the other guy we were in the lead with right away? Yeah, Lester. Let's give him 25 right away. And those will be the first two guys. If we have to, we'll boost them right up to 50 for week 2. Juan Simmons. We can give him 50. Redfield, Thurber, Duquette. Hopefully the visit's enough. And then Tracy. Agadasi, I think maybe. We'll see what the visit does. Hopefully that keeps us ahead. These bottom guys, let's throw them all 25. All these offensive linemen that we need. Because apparently we've lost all of ours again. So let's go ahead and do that. That'll be our week 1. Let's see how this turns out. Let's get a couple of commits right away. Open up some points for us. And so far not kicked out with anybody yet, so that's good. And let's see where we're standing with everybody. Pruitt, we take a huge lead. Wacoma, but UAB is right there with us. And yeah, we're going to have to get Lester the full points. FIU maybe a little upset after we whooped up on them in the bowl game, so they're trying to steal Lester away from us. Small, we've got the lead. Okine close to committing. Wilbur, we're good. Choice, we're good. Kelch, we're good. Lincoln, that visit didn't really move the needle a whole lot. Guthrie, we jumped to the top with JMU's right there with UMass. Spear, we're ahead. UAB with Simmons is right there. Duquette, we are close to committing. Same with Minifield. Tracy jumps out ahead. Southeast Missouri with Kumar, and they did not offer. Cleveland, no one's offered. And at Zigbo, nobody has offered. Let's get Agadasi in for sure with 25 points. Who else do we want to throw points at right now? Stinks he's not into playing time right away. Duquette, we can try to keep safe there. And then let's see, who do we got? None of the transfer guys ready for a visit. But we can get Okine. Any cheap visits? Oh, we didn't bring Lincoln in. Oops. Oh, that's right. We went the other way with the lineman. And then Boost is just 10 points. Get him on proximity to home. And we could take, oops, didn't want to go to the prospect list. We could take 10 points somewhere and get that visit for the strong safety. Lester, we can't. Can't with him. Don't want to risk it with these guys. But some of these guys that have no other offers. Tracy, we're feeling good there, so we'll kick him down to just 15 points. And then we'll go ahead and give that visit. And try to get Miguel Choice. Oh, I gave away too many points. Nobody, I don't think we can add over the 50. Let's give it to Okine, and hopefully he's committed here this week and taken care of. So 2 weeks in, let's see. Start getting some commits here. Man, nobody. But a lot of the transfer guys have jumped in, said they're ready for their visits. So we'll start doing that. And playing style A+. So we'll do that for Pruitt. Playing style B+. He doesn't want the playing time, but he'll say yes to the playing style. So Wakoma will get a good visit for him. Playing style for Lester, A+. And then Small is ready. We don't have the 15 points. Okine, give us those 5 points back. You don't need them. And then Guthrie, how much is his visit going to cost? 20 points. Okay. Simmons, we're still ahead. Spear, we can take the 25 points from him. And that should give us enough then to... Oh, no. Wrong menu. Wrong menu. Let's go. How is that a competitive? I don't understand how that's a competitive. They're two different linebackers positions. Shouldn't they be complementary? Whatever. And then, just so nobody else can get him on a visit, we will lock up the visit next week with Small. And likely make him our next starting quarterback. And we'll move on to week 3, or the final week. This is week 3. Move on to the final week. And still nobody committed yet. That's tough. That's tough. See if there's anybody that we want to get rid of off the board. Pruitt, we've jumped ahead. Wakoma, Lester. Oh, FIU is going to get a visit, though. That one's going to be close. Small, we've got the visit for him. Let's get some complimentaries if we can. Some of these guys, it just didn't do much as I thought to have them visit. But then Simmons, I think, will stay ahead. Miami jumped ahead of UAB. But I think we should be good there. We've got 85 points as of right now to spend. And Agadasi's so close. But some of these guys, right, we should be able to get complimentaries. Oh, man, none of these guys are really... They're going to be tough to keep around. I don't know if we really have anybody. I don't want to spend 40 points on that. And that would be a complimentary with a quarterback. Okay. Well, that would, so Kelch, and we'll hope that you like playing time here, bud, because you're going to get it. Wilbur. And get him with playing time. Just to get these guys visits. I don't really know if we're going to throw anybody new on the board. Kind of where we want to be for most of these guys. I think pretty much all of them have a good shot of coming to us. Do we maybe remove Morrow and then go see who hasn't gotten an offer at all? Well, none of them want to come to us. Any of the 4-star, no offers. So we won't worry about them. And anybody we need to get points to, probably Duquette just to be safe. Anybody else that we really are threatened? Let's give Agadasi another 15. Just to make sure that Appalachian doesn't try anything silly there. And we'll give the punter 5 points just to let him know, hey, Azuma, you're our next guy booting the football. All right, come on. Let's have a big signing day here. And we do get Agadasi. John Small, our new quarterback from Oak Grove, Louisiana. Cam Pruitt coming over. Chris Wakoma. Dallas Guthrie does transfer from Ohio State. We got some big gets here. Glenn Morrow still commits. Not happy. He's going to have to probably sit. Stephen Breeze commits. Dante Lincoln. As we continue to just fill our backfield. Philip Thurber, the fullback, coming home. Matthew Wilbur, the wide receiver, will commit. And we do get Zakelch from Columbus, Nebraska. George Redfield, they say he's a center by natural position, staying here in state. Minifield, the defensive tackle. Kevin Bost from Sewanee, Georgia. Sewanee, one of the original Southeast members that also played Cumberland in that 1916 season. Beat them like 105-0. They played a week before the famous Georgia Tech game. J.J. Okine, officially a Cumberland Bulldog. Hashim Azuma, the punter. Brian Trapp. Larry Tweedley, the fullback. Miguel Choice. And Duquette. We get Spear. Kumar from West Lafayette, Indiana, the lineman. Cleveland. Zigbo. Tracy coming back to Tennessee while transferring in-state from Vanderbilt, actually. And Juan Simmons Did we lose out on anybody? Did we get all 35? Oh, we lost out on one, I think. National Signing Day. And we end with, I think, 34. We did not get Lester. Oof. That was kind of a big one we wanted to, but FIU takes Charles Lester away from us. It's the only one we did not get. That's unfortunate. We just should have given him the full 50 points in that first week. That's what cost us the difference. And Pruitt coming in is going to be our best player. But Small comes in as a 75 impact player. Muhammad comes in as an impact. Ooh, 3 impacts. So if Morrow can be patient with the playing time, if all these guys can be patient, at least for these 3, it's going to be a battle on who's going to be our number 2 quarterback. Stamer should have the advantage of getting to actually train. Lando at an 81. Dugan's Hatchet. Lincoln comes in as a 66 freshman. Would like to get that speed up. And then Juwan Talib. Thurber comes in as a 68 right away. So even better than Treggs came in as a freshman. Tweedley is 66. So this will be a fight here for fullback. Our wide receivers, not great. Not a lot of wide receivers. We may have to convert some of these guys. What would Winbush be as a wide receiver? It actually might be best as a... But he's only an 80 speed. Regamba, who wanted to transfer, would only be a 65 wide receiver. But he might play more, because Winbush and Moeller are going to stay there. As our fastest tight end, why don't we commit him to wide receiver? So we get an extra one there. Let's go take a look at the athletes first and move them just kind of their natural position. We get Breeze. And then Agadasi as a big running back for us. So move him into the backfield. Trap, they say tight end for him at 5'11", 170. No, I think we'll put him at running back as well. Pettis, the wide receiver. Or they could put him at tight end. Let's put him at wide receiver. And then Redfield, offensive lineman. They say he'll be an even better defensive lineman. 6'1", 289 coming in as a freshman. Yeah, why don't we move him to D-tackle, and then we'll see where the defensive line kind of lines up with everybody. So now we've got a good receiving core, huge running back room. Left tackle, all we've got is Frederick Blow over there. Jeremy Tracy. Can we move him to left tackle? Yes, we'll do that right away. And then Sean Bobo hopefully has a big offseason here for us. We got Williams, we got Huff. Can Kumar move to one of the guard positions? He can. So let's put him at right guard. We got Houston over there. Ooh, our line may not be so great this season. We got Cleveland, so hopefully some of these guys have some big. But we do have Cleveland as a star. Jameson Spriggs, excuse me, as an impact. Where could Spriggs go? Would he be better? Not really. We just put him at left tackle just for depth's sake. Just to make it look prettier on the distribution. Man, we do not have a lot of interior linemen. Okay, so we know what we have to look at here during the season. Man, I thought Decker was done. We got one more season with Decker, too. Juan Simmons, the transfer in on the edge. And then Ruggs as an impact. Hopefully has a big offseason here. But we can move Decker over. And then Bost coming in will actually be our best for now. But that should change. A couple of these guys with off-season training. Guthrie comes in as a 75 with 82 speed to challenge Ben Laney for his spot. Do we want to move one of them? Maybe move Laney to middle linebacker. They say he'd be an even better safety, but I think we're good there. And then Pruitt as an 84, 88 speed linebacker. Enjoy him for the year we got him. Enjoy him for the one season we will have him on the roster. We got Veltman there still. I think we can just leave Laney there. That's okay, as a Sam. And hopefully these guys have a big off season. Really going to have to look at corner, too. We lose almost all of our defensive backs after this season. As good as they're going to be here this year. How do we have so many free safeties? I feel like that was not supposed to happen that way. So a couple of you guys are moving positions. My God, Mwamba is 244 pounds, so he's not a free safety. But we can move him to strong safety. Choice with 94 speed for us. How would he look at our other positions? I think we move him to corner. With that speed. And Spear goes somewhere else. Let's try him at strong safety. Let's see how that plays out here in the offseason. And then Vizcaino becomes the man for punter, and Ozuma, ooh, a 76 overall as a freshman for the punter. So he'll take the job from Quintero in all likelihood. I think that's what we're going to go with here in the offseason training. Would have been nice to get that extra defensive back for a corner, but I think with all the offseason training boosts, that we'll be feeling all right. And Wakoma jumps up to a star dev. So that is nice. And we'll start with Pruitt as our best player. And, of course, don't want to bore you guys with going through all this stuff, so we'll get ready for Season 4. Thanks for watching. This has been Episode 8 of Rebuilding Cumberland University. We won our first bowl game, so check that off the list. Had our first winning season. Now we got to win the Sun Belt Conference, so that is the next goal. But catch you next time here on the Steve Nash's Cousin Radio Network, whether you're watching on Twitch or YouTube. Appreciate you watching. Have a good one.